Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Welcome everyone. Hare Krishna. By the inconceivable good fortune and the blessings of the predecessor acharyas, we are in this human form in the association of devotees with Srimad Bhagavatam in our hand. So let us reap as much benefit as we can by jumping straight into this nectar pond of the 10th canto, 8th chapter. We covered text 36 yesterday, so we will start reading 37, 38, 39, and 40. So that's the section of Mother Yashoda being bewildered with the universal creation in the mouth of Gopal. This is called the Vishwa Darshanam or Brahmanda Darshanam. Let's read this. Sa tatra dadrishe vishwam jagatsthasnu chakham dishah sa adri dvipa abdi bhugolam sa vayu agni indu tarakam jyoti chakram jalam tejo nabhaswan vyad evacha vaikarikanindriyani mano matra gunastraya etad vichitram sahajiva kala swabhava karmashaya linga bhedam Sunostano Viksha Vidaritasye Vrajam Sahatmanam Avapa Shankam. Srila Prabhupada's translation and purport. When Krishna opened his mouth wide by the order of Mother Yashoda, on the pretext of showing her his mouth, which she did know that was full of mud, and Krishna refuted by saying, no, I did not eat mud. So now there's praman going on. When Krishna opened his mouth wide by the order of Mother Yashoda, she saw within his mouth all moving and non-moving entities. Outer space, all directions, mountains, islands, oceans, surface of Mother Earth, the blowing wind, fire, moon, stars, planetary systems, water, light, air, sky, creation by transformation of Ahankar. She also saw the senses, the mind, sense perception, three qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, goodness, passion and ignorance. She saw the time, Kala, allotted for the living entity. She saw natural instinct, samskar, prabriti, and the reactions of karma. She saw desires, vasana, and different varieties of bodies moving and non-moving. Seeing all these aspects of the cosmic creation along with herself and Vrindavan Dham, she became doubtful and fearful of her son's nature. Purport. All the cosmic manifestation that exists on the gross and subtle elements as well as the means of their agitation, the three gunas, the living entity, creation, maintenance, destruction, everything going on in the external energy of the Lord, all this comes from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda. Everything is within the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Mayadhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sa Characharam. Everything in the material nature, Prakriti, works under his control. Because all these manifestations come from Govinda, they could all be visible within the mouth of Govinda. Quite astonishingly, Mother Yashoda was afraid because of intense maternal affection. She could not believe that within the mouth of her son such things could appear. Yet she saw them, and therefore she was struck with fear and wonder. Hare Krishna. Krishna, little by little, opens his mouth and shows the whole creation within that little mouth, this small mouth of Damodar, this small. And he's showing the whole creation as a proof that, oh mother, I haven't eaten mud alone. I have eaten much more than that. You can see the whole creation, you can see the maintenance, the destruction, all living beings, all worlds within me. One name of Krishna that Sri Mukundamala Stotra, Sri Kulashekara Alvarinda Mukundamala Stotra, he names Krishna is Shri Vallabha iti Varada iti Dayapara iti Bhakta Priya iti Bhavaluntana Kovida iti Natha iti Nagashayana iti Jagannivasa iti Alapinam Pratidinam Kurumam Mukunda. One name that King Kulashekara calls Krishna by is Jagannivas. Nivas means residence and Jagan or Jagat means the world. Quite interesting that Krishna lives in the world and all the worlds live in him. This is not found in this world. When someone creates, a creator creates a creation, someone designs a software program, they are not on the screen moving those numbers. They are outside and they are enjoying the same program that they have coded or the same device that they have hardware or software or they have put the electric circuit together, but they're not inside the circuit. They're outside as the engineer. But Vishnu, Sri Hari, he's called Vishnu because Vyapnoti, he's present everywhere. Vishate, he enters everything. He creates a universe and enters it. So this is quite perplexing that the whole creation lives in him and he lives in his creation, the same creation that lives in him. So he's called Jagan Nivas. Jagan Nivas means he lives in the world, Jagat, and the worlds live in him. Everything is in him. He's also called Jana Nivas for the same reason. Jana Nivas means he lives in jivas and the jivas live in him. So therefore, Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra, Sarvam Jamai Pashyati. Both things have been mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is mentioning in the Bhagavad Gita, he who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me. Such a person is very advanced. So of course, from a practical standpoint, how do we see everything in Krishna and Krishna in everything? We can see everything in Krishna in the sense that there is a cosmic Virat Roop, there is a Vishwa Roop. Krishna as the Supreme Lord manifests a gigantic form, and Bhagavatam describes very wonderfully that how every aspect of this world is actually a part of his body. But at the same time, you can see everything in him by the fact that he's present in every molecule or every atom. He is present in every jiva. He's present in all directions. He's present in everything that he creates, maintains, and destroys. So, in short, this is the summum bonum, or the sum and substance of spiritual life, to be able to see Krishna, the creator, in the creation. There was a very great scientist. His name was Max Born. Max Born was one of the fathers of the atomic theory in the scientific world. And when he was interviewed after his discovery of the atom and research on the atomic model, when Max Born was asked, through your research, through your spectacular findings, what have you been able to see in the atom? And he answered it in one sentence. He said, in it, I saw both the greatness of the creation and the creator. This is the perfection of our vision, to see the beauty of the creation and the creator. Srila Prabhupada, while having morning walks on the ocean shore, he would look at the sky and he would ask his disciples, what do you see? And the disciples would say, sometimes we see birds, sometimes we see the rising sun, or we see it's very beautiful. And Srila Prabhupada would say that in that you can see the art of the greatest artist. The colors that are mixing. We may try to replicate that on our canvas, but we can't do what he does. So the perfection of vision is to see the beauty around and to see the source of the beauty who's creating and who's present in that beauty. So much so that even when one brahmachari was once found staring at an air hostess, Srila Prabhupada asked the brahmachari, what are you watching? What are you looking at? And the brahmachari stuttered and stammered because, do you say the truth to your guru or do you lie to your guru? If you say the truth, it's quite embarrassing. And if you lie to your guru, it's unethical. He was looking at the beauty of the air hostess, being a brahmachari. So Prabhupada said, if the spark is so beautiful, how beautiful is the source? How beautiful is the source? So here, Mother Yashoda, who's the greatest devotee, is finding this most magnanimous nature of Bhagavan, where he's revealing himself, he's revealing his secrets to Mother Yashoda. What are some reasons or lessons, or we could say secrets, behind the Brahmanda Darshanam, or the universe in the mouth pastime? Sri Hari Suriji writes a brilliant verse in this regard in his Bhakti Rasayanam. He says that वस्त्वन्तर्निहितं च यौ वितरतोऽन्योन्यं तयोरच्छलः स्नेहश्चान्यतरेण चेन्न विहितं तादृक्कृतघ्नो हि सः दत्तं यत् प्रकृतेन या स्वहृदयस्थं मे पयो नैव चेद् दास्ये तन्न कथं कृतघ्न इति किं तत्तां तदा दर्शयत्. Shardula Vikreditam. So as the chanda, Krishna thought to himself, in a loving relationship, both have to share secrets. They have to share secrets of their hearts. Whatever is in your heart, dadati pratigruhnati guhyam akhyati pritchati. Shadvida priti lakshanam. One of the 6 characteristics of loving relationship is confidence to share secrets of hearts, of your heart, without having the stress of being judged. When someone is a very dear friend, one should have the confidence to share the deepest secrets of our heart without being judged and with high level confidentiality. That person should not judge us, and the friendship should not dwindle, and that person should not walk around telling others that this is what he's doing, or this is what he has done, or this is what his past is. That is a sense of good friendship, where there's confidence, that there is confidentiality, complete confidentiality, and there's non-judgmentalism. So Krishna is thinking to himself, Krishna is thinking, I love my mother, and my mother loves me. I am her universe, and she is my universe. I am everything to her, and she is everything to me. But I have been deceitful in this relationship. She has revealed all that is there in her heart in the form of her breast milk, because that's the sweetness of the mother's heart. She has revealed all that's there in her heart for me, but I am ungrateful. I am not reciprocating enough by revealing the secrets of my heart. Thinking like this, Krishna thought to himself, "Oh mother, in this inconceivably unparalleled mother-son relationship, where the mother is extremely loving and the son is extremely beautiful, I don't want it to be one-sided, where you are transparent and loving and affectionate with no hidden secrets, and I am being deceitful and ungrateful by not telling you who I actually am." Thinking like this, Krishna opened his mouth and told his mother, "Oh mother, just like you have revealed all that's there in your heart for me, believe it or not, I am revealing my heart to you. Oh mother, I am actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna." Thinking like this, Krishna opened his mouth to reveal the deepest secrets of his heart, just to reciprocate in this beautiful, loving relationship. This is why Krishna showed the whole universe in his mouth. Now he continues. He gives more reasons for Krishna opening his mouth. He says that Mother Yashoda would always tell Krishna, "Krishna, you're taking a lot of time drinking milk." Krishna, you're taking a lot of time drinking milk, because Mother Yashoda had other things to do apart from just breastfeed Krishna. She had other things to do as well. But Krishna would go on drinking her milk because her love for Krishna is unlimited. So her milk, the sweetness is unlimited. And Krishna's hunger to drink this sweet devotion of his sweet devotees is unlimited. So this pastime goes on forever. Krishna's drinking forever. Mother Yashoda is feeding forever. Her milk is unlimited, his hunger is unlimited because her loving, sweet, motherly feeling is unlimited and his hunger to drink the sweetness of his devotees' devotion is unlimited. Wow. And in this unparalleled cyclic relation where the hunger of Krishna and his desire to taste devotion is inspiring Mother Yashoda to be more loving, because she sees Krishna smile and be satisfied, and that satisfied smile and beauty of his face increases her love for him, and that makes her milk more sweeter and unlimited in quantity. And this goes on, and drinking her heart's love, Krishna is thinking, oh, my Maya loves me so much, I feel so protected in her arms. And in this inter connected, loving, loved, lover, beloved relationship of the mother and the son, this pastime goes on forever. They are inspiring one another to serve better. Serve better. They're competing to cooperate. They're competing to cooperate. So Mother Yashoda after some time would tell Gopal, how much milk can you drink? You seem to be in samadhi. Okay, I have other things to do as well. Your stomach is full. Now you should stop drinking. It was true that his stomach was full, but his heart wasn't. He was not drinking milk to fill his tummy. He was drinking milk to fill his heart. So Mother Yashoda would say, how much can you drink, Krishna? Stop. You've been drinking for a long time. Stanyam kiyat pibasi bhuryalam arbhaketi vartishyman vachanam jananim vibhavya vishwam vibhagi payasosya na kevaloham asmad adarshi harina kimu vishwamasye. Krishna would always hear from his mother, Stanyam kiyat pibasi. How much can you drink? Bhuri alam arbhaka. Oh dear child, enough. Now stop. Vartishyamana vachanam jananim vibhavya. Mother Yashoda would say this, or Krishna would remember that, the words of his mother, and now to answer that question, he Vishwam Asya, he opened his Asya, his mouth, and showed the Vishwa in it to show, oh Maya, Vishwam Vibhagi Payasosya na Kevaloham. When I drink milk, I am not the only one drinking. I have a lot of milk to share with the whole world who lives within me. If I am the father of the whole world, you are my mother, therefore you end up being everyone's mother. And therefore the whole world has to be fed. Oh Maya, I am Janardhana. I am the maintainer, the protector of my devotees. I am Vishwambhara. I am Vishwabharta. I have to make sure that every child, every species, every person has enough food to sustain on. And that is all coming from your heart. You are the one feeding the whole world. It will take some time, oh Maya. It will take some time. Asmad adarshi harina kimu vishwamasye. As if to answer that question of Mother Yashoda, Krishna showed the whole universe that I have a lot of employees to pay. So unless I get paid enough, I can give it to them. Therefore, all this time that I drink your milk, oh Maya, it's not me alone. They are the ones nourished by your milk. So to show Mother Yashoda this as an answer, Krishna showed the universe. Krishna actually showed the universe multiple times. There's one universe he shows at the end of the 7th chapter, just after Trinavarth Leela, and one in the 8th chapter. So there could be countless times he may have shown the universe in his mouth. Even while yawning, he may have shown sometimes. But these are the two prominent ones recorded in the Bhagavatam. So at the end of the 7th chapter, when he shows the universe in his mouth, at that time, as a casual yawn, he shows the universe in his mouth. Vatyapa ritam alakshya matar bhitasi kimmudha anantam mukhya rupam me pashyetisho vyadarshayat. So here Sri Damodar, Sri Gopal, is telling Mother Yashoda, "Oh Maya, you got scared when one breeze blew me out, one Trinavarth, Chakravata. He came like a whirlwind and he picked me up and you got scared. Don't be ever scared in the future for small reasons like this. Let me actually show you how insignificant one breeze is compared to me." Krishna opened his mouth, and there in the mouth, she also saw Bhumi Apaha Anala Vayu Kam Mano Buddhirevacha. She saw Mother Earth, she saw the fire element, she saw the wind element, she saw the water element. And wind was one element out of million things that Krishna showed in a small mouth. Telling Mother Yashoda, wind, Pavan Devata, is one insignificant person out of millions of other personalities and things that are there within me. And out of Pavan Devata, the wind god, one breeze is what flew me up because it was my desire. Don't ever get scared. Another time there is a forest fire or there's water flood or there's a whirlwind, don't get scared. This is what you should remember. This is who your son is. And this is how insignificant breeze is. So never again get scared. To tell Mother Yashoda the position of Trinavarta in compared to Krishna. To pacify her, he showed in that pastime, in that chapter. Also, it is described another reason why Krishna showed opened his mouth and showed the whole universe. Oh, Maya Yashoda. Actually, two verses. We'll read both of them. The second one. Yadantaragatam manag api na darshaniyam paran alakshya gati vastu chedapi na vanjaniyam budhai samasta gurudevatatma vapushe swamatre iti pragudamapi hridgatam jagadasheshamadarashitam. Why did the Supreme Lord show Vishwa Darshan in his mouth? Shastra says that one should never keep secrets from superiors. One should never keep secrets. One should never keep secrets from devatas, God. One should never keep secrets from Guru. One should always reveal one's reality and not keep secrets in front of them. Now, according to Shastra, it is described all the devatas, Martyanam devatanam cha snehad abhyeti mataram. Shastra describes that all the devatas, this is from the Mahabharata, that all the devatas, they live in the body of one's mother. They live in the body of one's mother. So if you're not supposed to keep secrets from the devatas, you're not supposed to keep secrets from one's mother, because in the mother's body, all the devatas live, according to Mahabharata. And at the same time, Mahabharata says, Nasti matra samo guru. There is no guru like one's mother. The first guru is the mother. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. God is our mother. At the same time, mother is our first guru who should take us there. First one. First is mother, then is father, then is the Diksha Guru, etc. Because right from childhood, the parents are supposed to teach Krishna consciousness. So just like one is not supposed to keep secrets from the devatas and not supposed to keep secrets from Guru, Mahabharata says all the devatas and Guru Tattva live in the body of one's mother. And Jagat Guru Sri Krishna knows all this. And therefore, he opened his mouth to reveal the secrets of his heart. Oh Maya, you are my devata. Oh Maya, you are my guru. And one is not supposed to keep any secrets from one's superior. In this mood, Krishna opened his mouth and showed the reality to his mother that I am Bhagavan. I am Bhagavan. Also, another beautiful point has been mentioned. स्तन्याद् विशुद्धादवधार्य तस्या सत्त्वैकपूर्णं हृदयं दयालु मन्मुख्यरूपे क्षणवीक्षणार्हा जातेति तस्मिन् किमदर्शयत्तत्. Krishna is also teaching all of us a wonderful principle that when someone is pure-hearted, then that person will start seeing Krishna in everything around. To the extent one is pure-hearted, to that extent one will see Krishna around. For example, if someone is eka padartheshu tridha bhavati vikshitai, kunapah kamini mamsam yogibhi kamibhi shvabhi. If there is a Mataji who is seen by three personalities with three different consciousness, they will all see in three different ways. Eka padartheshu tridha bhavati vikshitai. Every object in this world can be seen in three ways, either sattva gun, rajogun, or tamogun. So if someone is in tamogun, someone is in rajogun, someone is in sattva gun, their vision will be totally different if they see a Mataji. How will a sattva guni yogi, a sadhu, see a Mataji? Kunapaha kamini mamsam yogibhi kamibhi shvabhihi. A sattva guni yogi will see the lady or the Mataji as soul living in the body. This is his vision. This person is spirit soul just packaged in a human body. This is how the yogi will see. How will a rajoguni person who is inflicted by lust, he will become lusty. He will become lusty. And how will a dog which is in the mode of tamogun, it's in ignorance, how will that dog which is a wild dog like a wolf or a jackal or a hyena see? They will see this as a bag of bones. Kunapa kamini mamsam yogibhi kamibhi shvabhi. They will see this as a prospect to eat, as flesh or as bones. So same person, but different vision. And if a pure devotee sees this Mataji, they will also see in a different way altogether. They will say, oh, this person is not just a soul floating in a body. This person is an eternal associate of Krishna, eternally belongs to Krishna. And by serving this person, male or female, I can get their blessings and make advancement on the path of bhakti. So you can see, depending on the advancement of consciousness, same thing appears differently. Someone in Sattva Gun will see trees, mountains, waterfall, and they will think this is the place for me to sit and meditate. I can go for nature walks and I will sit and meditate and I will remember God, etc. Somebody in Sattva Gun may think like that. Somebody in Rajogun will see mountains and trees and forests and waterfall and they will think, let me just cut everything, uproot everything and make skyscrapers, make shopping malls, make a lot of money. Sattva-guni person thinks not of money, but thinks of shanti, peace. And Rajaguni person will think of how to convert this into money. And Tamaguni person is too busy to see all this because they will be drinking and smoking all night and morning time they're sleeping. No time to see forests and trees and mountains. But someone in the mode of pure goodness, Vishuddha Sattva, pure devotee, they will see trees and they will think, Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahishtana. Somebody will see mountains and they will think, Hantaya madrirabala haridasavaryo. They will see water and they will say, Chidananda bhanu sadananda sunu. They will remember Yamuna. So same object can be differently perceived, not on the basis of how it is, but on the basis of how we are. So this is the color contrast of different opinions in this world. Everyone's fighting. This is like this, that is like that. Why? Because we're all in different gunas, in different modes, and we're all fighting with ego, false ego as the flavoring. All of them, all of us thinking that our opinion is the best. So now coming to this context, Krishna, when he drank Mother Yashoda's milk, he tasted her consciousness, the consciousness of her heart. He tasted her consciousness and he thought to himself, she's the most advanced. And therefore, depending on the level of advancement, more revelation. So Krishna thought to himself, she is most advanced. There cannot be more advancement than this. Therefore, she will have to have maximum realization of my personality. Thinking like this, Krishna just opened through all secret doors and revealed the whole creation in his mouth. So wonderful. So wonderful. Also, I am mixing and matching 7th and 8th chapter of Vishwarup Darshan because there also Krishna showed the universe, 8th chapter also. So we'll take sections from both places. In the 7th chapter, as we mentioned, the universe was seen in the mouth by Mother Yashoda, in Gopal's mouth, after the Trinavarta pastime. So there it is mentioned, Rajasi prasritepi gokule bhavita yad hridayam madachyutam mai vishwamasau vilokayet sputam isha akrita vishwa darshanat. A very wonderful lesson for all of us. Krishna is teaching us. This is with respect to the 7th chapter. To be noted, Vishwarup Darshan in the mouth after Trinavarta, where there was a chakravat, a whirlwind. The Acharya explains that in Gokul, when there was a whole calamity with Raja. Rajas means mode of passion, but here Raja means dust, dhuli. So when Trinavarta came, it was a whirlwind of dust. It was a dust storm. So the Acharya writes, in Gokul, when there is a dust storm, Mother Yashoda was not even by 1% or 1 centimeter or 1 degree deflected away from her concern for Krishna. She was not thinking, what about my pots? What about my home? She was only thinking, what about my Krishna? What about my Krishna? If someone is like this, the Acharya writes, Gokul, when it has a Raja Chakravat, if someone can be constantly thinking of Achyuta, Shri Krishna, constantly thinking of Krishna, then such a person is qualified to see the Brahmanda in Krishna's mouth. What does that mean? In our life, our body, which is Gokula, it is the network of senses, when there is a Raja Chakravat, which means when the mode of passion, we are paralleling Gokul village with Gokul, our body, and Raja, which means the dust storm, with Rajas, mode of passion. If in Gokul there is a dust storm of Raja, or in our body there is a dust storm of Rajogun, anger, lust, envy, it comes up like a storm. At that time, if we can be like Mother Yashoda, not paying attention to the storm, but actually praying to Krishna and remembering Him, thinking about Him, where is Krishna, where is Krishna? Because when lust attacks and envy attacks and pride attacks, we forget Krishna. We forget all that we have read and all that we have heard. But those who at that time can think about Krishna, just like Yashoda was thinking about Krishna during the Raja storm in the Gokul of her village, only such devotees are qualified to see Krishna in everything around. So by showing the whole universe to Mother Yashoda, Krishna is giving this principle to the whole world, that if you want to see me in everything and everything in me, then what you have to do, like Mother Yashoda, when Gokul gets hit by Raja storm, think of me. So when Trinavarta entered Gokul, Yashoda was thinking about Krishna. Similarly, in the Gokul, the network of our senses, when the sandstorm of Rajogun, mode of passion, hits us, we should think and pray to Krishna very severely. Only those devotees who pass this test can see everything in Krishna and Krishna in everything. By showing the universe only to Mother Yashoda and not to anybody else, Krishna showed this principle to the whole world. Also, it's interesting that Krishna wanted to test the Mukhya Vishwas of Mother Yashoda. Mukhya means main, and Vishwas means faith. So Mukhya Vishwas means the chief faith. Krishna really wanted to test Mother Yashoda's Mukhya Vishwas. And I'm repeating this term again and again because there's a Shlesh Alankar used here. There is pun used here. This word means multiple things. So by testing Mother Yashoda's Mukhya Vishwas, her chief primary faith, that he is not God, he is only my child. Krishna was showing the universe to test Mother Yashoda. Are you still thinking that I am just your child, or are you convinced that I am God? Because Mother Yashoda, she is mother to God, mother to Krishna. So if she offers obeisances and says, oh Krishna, you are God, then her motherly love has failed in the time of calamity. But as predicted, Mother Yashoda doesn't move an inch even during this calamity. She starts praying for Krishna. She, according to Sri Surdas Ji, in his writings, Mother Yashoda was convinced that some ghost has haunted Krishna and is showing very ghastly images and visuals to her to trouble her, take her away from her child. Sri Surdas Ji writes what Mother Yashoda did at that point. We'll see that soon. So here Krishna is testing Mother Yashoda's main faith that this is only my child, he's not God. Gargacharya may say he's God, people may say he's God, he may lift up things, swallow up things, kill demons, but he is actually my child. This is her faith. And Krishna was testing this main chief faith, Mukhya Vishwas. Because in Sanskrit, Mukhya also, apart from meaning main or chief, Mukhya also means that which is in the mouth, Mukha. And Vishwa means the whole world, and Asa means to accept. So by accepting the whole world in his mouth, Mukhya Vishwa Asa, Krishna was testing Mother Yashoda's Mukhya Vishwasa. The word Vishwas means faith, and Vishwa Asa also means to swallow up or to accept the whole Vishwa, the whole world. So a lot of grammatical wordplay here that Mother Yashoda's Mukhya Vishwas was being tested, and she passed it with flying colors. Shastra says, Bhagavatam says that when Krishna opened his mouth, Mother Yashoda saw Jagat Stasnu Kham Disha. She saw moving, non-moving. She saw the sky. She saw the directions. Adri, she saw mountains. She saw Dvipa islands, up the oceans. Bhugolam, she saw the whole universe. She saw Mother Earth. Vayu, she saw breeze or wind. Agni, fire. Indu, moon. Taraka, stars. She saw everything. So this shows that all of these, when we see them in our life, we should remember Krishna. We should remember Krishna. Srila Prabhupada would often say in the section of Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo, Prabhupada would say, a devotee can sip water and remember Krishna by the taste, because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the taste of water. Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo. Krishna says, I am the light of the sun and the moon. So whenever we see the sun or whenever we see the moon, Prabhupada would say, we can remember Krishna. We can remember Krishna. And this is a game that we all can play with devotees. You can play with your siblings or congregation, friends, devotees, etc. That the game could be that the person will name a certain object or a certain thing, and we have to spot what is the closest Krishna conscious pastime, closest Krishna conscious perspective that comes to our mind. And by practicing this, by playing this over and over and over and over again, we will see spontaneously, irrespective of whatever we see around, we will remember Krishna. So certainly that means more reading and more hearing, because more reading and more hearing gives us more perspectives to more stories and more verses in the Shastra and songs of the Acharyas. All of this, purports and tikas, all of this put together, by reading and hearing them, we will get perspectives. And at the same time, we have to chant a lot, because seeing is not simply by practice, it is also by consciousness. And consciousness gets purified by chanting Krishna Nam. By chanting Krishna's name, if we want to be free from all our problems, Vyamoha prashamaushadam, munimano vritti pravrittaushadam, daitendraarti karaushadam, tribhuvane sanjeevanaikaushadam, bhakta atyanta hitaushadam, bhavabhaya pradvamshanaikaushadam, shreya prapti karaushadam, pibamana Shri Krishna divyaushadam. 7 benefits of chanting Hare Krishna. And we are not even going to Shatru Chedaika Mantram. That is another spectrum altogether in the Mukundamala Stotra. King Kulashekar Alvar says, if we want to overcome confusion, at any point in our life we are confused, we are upset, we are demotivated, somebody said something we are not able to accept, how did that happen? What to do? Chant. Chant, that's the best. Clarity will come by chanting. Okay, I'm upset about something, I'll chant. I want to celebrate about some success, I will chant. This is how we should tell ourselves. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know whether to do this or do that. Chant. There's one Prabhupada disciple. She once told me that she asked Srila Prabhupada, Dear Srila Prabhupada, what instruction can you give me? And Srila Prabhupada looked at her and said, chant 24 hours a day. And that Mataji, she every year increases her chanting by 16 rounds. Every year increases by 16 rounds. Now she chants, last time at least I saw her, which has been 2 years ago, she was chanting 96 rounds a day. And then her granddaughter was telling us when we went to see that Mataji, that grandmom wakes up with the bead bag, chants all day with her bead bag, goes off to sleep with the bead bag, and many times in the sleep also her tongue is moving and she's chanting. And when I asked that Mataji, she said, but I'm still not chanting 24 hours. My Guru Maharaj told me to chant 24 hours. Srila Prabhupada told me to chant 24 hours. She said, I'm trying to chant how much ever I can. So why I'm saying this is that Mataji, I asked her, you've been chanting Hare Krishna for over 50 years. How is it that you've kept your spirit going through all ups and downs in life? She said, whenever I am confused about something, I chant. I don't respond at that time. Whether it's an email, whether it's a message, whether it's a controversy, whether it's a misunderstanding, whether it's a miscommunication, instead of quickly responding to the other person, I just keep my phone aside or keep my laptop aside or keep my meeting agenda or whatever happened in a certain meeting or a certain project or a certain resolution. I keep it aside and I simply chant. And Krishna gives me a lot of clarity. So this is the first benefit of chanting. Vyamoha prasham aushadam. It makes one free from confusion and brings in clarity. Second, muni mano vritti pravritta aushadam. One will start responding in real life like great devotees. We may not be one, but our responses will be in line with great devotees. When someone would say something to us 10 years ago, we may also give it back by saying, how do you feel? This is how I feel when you do this to me. I want to give you the taste of your own medicine. And now, after 10 years of chanting, the person may feel, okay, that's fine. So many people come and say so many things. I don't have to take it so seriously. I'll not talk to that person in the future. That's fine. But I'm not going to say anything. Another 10 years of chanting, the person will start thinking, oh, very nice. I had some reactions from past life. This person was a medium and he came and gave it to me. Very good. Another 10 years later, the person may feel, this person is actually struggling, going around complaining and criticizing and gossiping. Next time I show lamp to Damodar, I want to pray for this person. The person who's criticizing us, we will end up praying for them. How does that happen? By chanting. Muni mano vritti pravritta aushadam. Although we are not pure devotees or we are not acharyas, our responses will start becoming like them. Second. Third, daitendra arthikar aushadam. Enemies outside and enemies inside will get destroyed. So you don't have to worry tantra, you don't have to worry black magic, you don't have to worry jadoo tona, you don't have to worry vastu, you don't have to worry astrology, you don't have to worry somebody's evil eye. What Nimbu and Mirchi can do, Harinam can do a million times more than that. That faith we must have. You don't have to say, Buri nazar ware tera muh kala. You don't, in India, behind trucks, you can see this. Buri nazar wale tera muh kala. You don't have to say that or think like that. Because we are so busy in front of our most beautiful Sham Sundar, Dark Lord, that we are not interested in saying whose face is dark or whose face is fair. We know we are at the lotus feet of the most beautiful dark and the most beautiful fair complexion divine couple. We don't need anything else. So third, external enemies and internal enemies, lust, envy, pride, insecurity, greed, everything will be destroyed. Third benefit of chanting Hare Krishna. Fourth benefit of chanting Hare Krishna. Tribhuvane sanjeevane kaushadam. And this is where it ties up with this verse. Because by chanting Hare Krishna, one will have new vision of this world. It doesn't mean the mountains will start looking like cows. That's not what I'm saying. New vision means instead of seeing as the mountain as a place to enjoy, One will see the mountain and start remembering Govardhan. One will have newer inspiration, newer vision for everything around, newer perspectives to all circumstances. Always optimistic, always positive. This is the fourth benefit. So Mother Yashoda, she's always saying Lala, Krishna, Gopal with so much love. So can you imagine what kind of vision she will have? Sanjeevane Kaushadam, that is the vision she's seeing in Krishna. And fifth, Bhakta Atyanta Hita Ushadam. If we really love ourselves, sometimes the motivational talkers say, look into the mirror and say, I love you, I love myself. Tell yourself that. If we really love ourselves, Bhakta Atyanta Hita Aushadam, do what is best for our soul, and that is chant Hare Krishna. And sixth, Bhava Bhaya Pradvamshanai Kaushadam. Insecurities, fear, ऐसे हुआ तो, वैसे हुआ तो, what if this happens? What if that doesn't happen? What if this we plan but it doesn't happen this way? What if I die? What if I get old? What if I get Alzheimer's? What if I have Parkinson's? What if there's an accident? What if there's a fire, gas leak? We are constantly worrying about something or the other. What has to happen will happen. We don't have to do chinta, we do chintan. We don't have to do chinta, we have to do chintan. We don't worry, we chant Hari. This is what we do. So bhava bhaya pradvam janaika ushadam. All fear, all lamentation, all hankering destroyed. Shoka moha bhayapaha. And seventh, shreya prapti kara ushadam. One will become a pure devotee and attain Krishna with Krishna Prem in the heart, just by chanting. Therefore, Piba Mana Shri Krishna Divya Aushadam. Kulashekar Alvar says, please chant the holy name of Krishna. So by chanting, by reading, by hearing and praying, chanting, reading and sincerely hearing Hari Katha, then when we play this game with devotees, newer and newer perspectives. When we see water, oh, Krishna is the taste in water. When we see water, oh, this is the water that Ramachandra crossed over. When you see water, oh, this is the ocean of birth and death. When you see water, Matsya Avatar appeared. When you see water, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jumped into an ocean. When you see water, Yamuna Tiravanachari. So many things just with water. One will be stunned with a water cup in their hand. Like Mukunda, who fell looking at the peacock feather fan. Or by Madhavendra Puri, who saw this sky full of clouds and was trembling, remembering Krishna. Point is, to the extent one has love for Krishna, Krishna will reveal all this that he is revealing to Mother Yashoda to us. Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyai sevon mukhehi jivvado swayam eva spuratyadaha. One last lesson from today's discussion. We cannot see the universe in Krishna. We can if he reveals it to us. Only swayam eva spuratyadaha. Only when Krishna reveals can we. Like we were previously mentioning, we can't fight a female tigress and get her milk. Imagine fighting a female tigress, bare armed, without any weapons, trying to fight a tigress and get her milk. Impossible. Even if we have a golden pot, we still cannot. We cannot. For that, we have to become a cub. If we become a little baby tiger cub, then the mother will reveal her Swayameva Spuratyada, her secrets to her baby. So Krishna is the tigress, and all his opulence, all his secrets are like the milk. We can't fight God to get it as revelation. When we humble ourselves and like Yashoda Rani serve Krishna and call out to him and remember him and serve him with so much possessive affection, then Krishna reveals the secrets to the devotee. We'll pause here. So much more to continue here in the last lap of this chapter, in the last 10 verses of our discussion in the next 5 days. We will pause here. We have a Hindi katha in a few minutes. So we'll take your permission to proceed. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So we have a fortune of having the Gauranga visit today on the class. So may we request him to please share some nectar points with people online.
Hare Krishna, Jagannath Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, dear Amarendra Prabhu. My obeisance to you and all the devotees here. Because in 5 minutes we have another class, I'll be very, very brief today. Thank you so much for today's class. It's pure nectar, Prabhu, as usual. And especially thank you for explaining one of my favorite shlokas of Mukundamala Stotra, Vyamoha Prashamaushadham Munimano. You explained it in quite detail. Thank you. Just one thought as I was hearing from you. As devotees, we say every morning, Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. And Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Tams Tathaiva Bhajamyaham. Ye yathamam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. We say Aham Bhajami, he says Bhajami Aham. So the way we approach Krishna, uh, in a similar way, Krishna will also approach us. So the general principle is that Krishna reciprocates according to the love and affection of his devotees, but Krishna fails to do so in some cases, especially in the case of Vrajavasis. So you are so beautifully describing the competition, the transcendental competition between Mother Yashoda and Krishna. Krishna is drinking so much of milk, and Yashoda Mother is also producing so much of milk because her milk is just a transformation of her pure motherly love. And Krishna's hunger is also a manifestation of his eagerness to receive that love. So in this transcendental competition, Krishna is drinking and Yashoda is producing. However, in this competition, sometimes Krishna fails. Yashoda wins. Because sometimes as Krishna is drinking Mother Yashoda's milk, some drops of milk will spill out of his mouth and go on his bluish face. They appear like small pearls in the blue background. So that means he's unable to drink everything that's coming because Yashoda is able to produce more milk than Krishna can consume. So Krishna fails in Niyathamam Prapadyante here. And in the case of the Madhurya Gopis, Krishna says, Naparayeham niravadya samyujam swasadhu krityam vibudhayushapiva yama bhajan durjarageha shrinkhalah samvrisya tadvaha pratiyatu sadhuna. Krishna says, Oh my dear Gopis, for the amount of service that you have offered me, the quality of love and affection that you have for me, I don't think I will be able to repay you or sufficiently reciprocate with you, even if you give me one full lifetime of Brahma. So may you be satisfied with your own love for me. Swasadhu krityam vibhudayushayapaiva. Swasadhu krityam pratiyatu sadhuna means may your selfless, unmotivated, loving, dedicated service unto me be the right remuneration or compensation for your love. That's all I can give you. So, as the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam says, Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktira dhokshaje ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. So when our bhakti is ahaituki, selfless, unmotivated and pure, Atma suprasidati, complete satisfaction. Beyond this satisfaction of selfless and pure, unmotivated service to Krishna, even Krishna does not have anything to offer us beyond this. So when we selflessly serve Krishna, the happiness that we derive in that selfless service is the highest possible gift or goal that anyone can attain. Even Krishna doesn't have anything. Krishna says, I don't have anything beyond this. So I cannot repay you. I cannot sufficiently compensate you. So by hearing such beautiful katha, we get some little inspiration. Let me selflessly serve Krishna. Then Krishna will reveal himself to me completely. So thank you so much for here. You have a class in 1 or 2 minutes. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. We love the connection that you made between Aham Bhajami and Bhajamyaham, and the connection between Pratiyatu Sadhuna and Ahaituki Apratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. The satisfaction is the reciprocation of Sri Hari. Thank you.